Take a look at Andrew Jacked. Just last night, he took the Texas Pro and by doing so, turned the bodybuilding world upside down. This guy is definitely the next big thing. And as he competed before, he would often say, I'm only at 50% or, whatever type percent, and I did not believe him. But now, as I see a side-by-side comparison with him just at the 2022 Arnold Classic Amateur, which was not that long ago, and just last night at the Texas Pro, I believe him now. It looks like he wasn't even stepping on the gas pedal, dieting. It didn't even look like he dieted. Look at the conditioning. Now that's the biggest clincher. Not only his legs might look bigger. I don't know though. I don't know. They were pretty huge back then. But look at the lats. He is just exploded. The abs, the chest. He has more of a big man's chest now, if you can believe that one. Little too smooth monsoon. Now there is the epitome of a little too smooth at the Arnold when you compare it with the just rippled, conditioned. And he actually said he was only 80% here at the Texas. Now I believe him. When you go through the shots, you can really get an impression of how conditioning works. I mean, his lats do look a little bit more filled out, but to be fair, he is leaning back a little bit more and he's throwing his delts up a little bit too high maybe for the Arnold Amateur. Creates for one heck of a silhouette though, doesn't it? But aside from that, guys, take a look at the abs. Take a look at the chestal region, the legs, everything. I mean, I see striations, cross striations, and vascularities, muscle separation everywhere. Andrew Jacked means business, guys. And if you don't believe me, I mean, look at these shots. Look at the side chest. This was maybe his weakest shot. This or the side tricep. He definitely needed a little more thickness from the pecs. And look, he achieved it. He achieved it. A lot of bodybuilders talk about, I need this, I need that, I need to improve. And a lot of them don't do it. I mean, it's definitely hard to take a physique that's already huge and muscular and turn it even more muscly. And it looks like Andrew Jack did. Now, the conditioning of those wheels to a guy new to, or guy or girl, or anybody new to the sport, they might not realize how much that means to a placing, to his placings. I mean, a thin skin, granite. I'm telling you, granite. Side tricep, same thing. He has a smoothness, little too smooth monsoon from the Arnold Classic, and you can see that. Just like in glaciers. You can see graininess. You can actually see graininess on the legs, on the side of the legs. And the bigger man's chest. Now his midsection, you can see he has filled up more. He has carved up more. And it makes for more muscle separation in the abs, actually. So an altogether better package here by Andrew Jacked. Wow. And I know, this picture here, he's not even really flexing his quad, but maybe he is. It's just a night and day difference. And yes, I know, hop aboard the hype train. Doot, doot. I'm just getting on now. Because I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not on the hype train of Andrew Jacked yet, well, it's going to pass you by. Because everybody has to be on this. This guy is going to give everybody a run for their money. And I'm just so glad the judges they're kind of swaying towards the aesthetics more. For a guy like Andrew Jacked to get a victory over Steve Kuklo and Martin Fitzwater. Maybe the more conditioned from behind. And this is the, I don't want to say it's the biggest difference. Every one of these poses are the biggest difference. Now, he was doing the Kai Green. He's what I call the Kai Green at the Arnold Classic. He's sticking his delts up a little bit too high. Creates for a nice V-taper. But the arms get in the way. If you know what I'm saying. Now, here just last night at the Texas, his back. Now, aside from the width, he's very wide and big. And as you deplete, you probably lose some back size. But other than that, guys, look at the thin skin, the vascularity, the graininess of the back. Now look at the glutes. Wow, is he smooth. A little, way too smooth. And now, not quite so smooth. Here's the rear double. And this is the same thing. You can really see he was maybe a little extra bubbly in the arms, and maybe the lats might even be a little bit bigger. But like I said, guys, as you deplete, as you diet, you get the detail pops out, and everything, every which way. But yeah, you might be an inch or two smaller in the back. But either way, guys, this is a much more conditioned, a head and shoulders better Andrew Jacked. Probably wouldn't be a 2 inches difference. Just a slight difference in size, but wow. Abs and thigh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Andrew Jacked here at the Arnold Classic UK. The Arnold Classic Amateur. I apologize. He will be competing in the Arnold Classic UK. Can't wait. He looked awesome. This abs and thigh was the best in the IFBB, right? Well, you compare it with now, and you can see some weaknesses. Not only a little too smooth, Monsoon. A voice crack? A little too old for that, but yeah, you can also gauge that he had maybe a little bit of gynecomastia. Is that what it's called? Gyno? He got rid of that. You can definitely see he got rid of that. He looks 110% better. Lats, legs. Anyway, guys, I guess we were bound to reach an end to this video at some point in time. But this is awesome. This is awesome for bodybuilding. And you can see what I mean here. He carved up a little bit more. Midsection a little bit. I don't want to say it bigger. It's more full, which is better. The ab separation, things of that nature. And look at what it did to the rest of the physique. You can't just go in like classic physique or, those 90s guys that would deplete so much. You lose the bubbly round muscles and even some separation in there. I'm sure you guys are just as excited as I am. This is big. This is the biggest thing in bodybuilding since Big Ramy winning the 2020 Mr. Olympia event and becoming a 2-time 2021, maybe 3-time 2022 tongue twister and a half. Nick Walker, that's a big thing too, but this is maybe even bigger. Everybody has to watch out for Andrew Jacked. Your Nick Walker's is, your Hunter Labrada's is. I've said it before, everybody. And you too, Ian. Like I said, if he beats Steve Kuklo, then the judges are focusing on aesthetics, maybe, just as much as conditioning. So even Ian Valliere, I take back what I said. Maybe Andrew Jacked could have his number. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. And thank you very much from the bottom of my little heart. Have a great one.